Since their release just a few weeks ago, the TwinGrip pliers from KNIPEX have been generating a lot of buzz among PTEN readers. The slip joint pliers feature 5-position design that can be adjusted with just the push of a button. Here to tell us more about this innovative new tool is KNIPEX Tools President Todd Shumate and Senior Product Manager Pete Grable. Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you. Hi, Amanda. Thank you for having us.
So why don't we start, first of all, by having both of you tell us a little bit more about the TwinGrip pliers.
Sure. This is a product that we've been looking forward to launching ever since it's been in development. And it really came back from many, many years ago. It's one of the very first products and products that we've been asked for repetitively over and over and over. And all the different end user trade shows that we've attended, it became a common theme that a generalist plier, a slip joint plier, if you will, is something that we have not had in our product offering, and it has been highly requested. So we finally have been able to put this together and bring it to market. We're very excited.
Excellent. And why do you guys think they're generating so much buzz?
Well, I think really what has happened is we are known as the pliers expert, and our brand is so strong, and we have a very loyal following in terms of professional users, whether it's plumbers, electricians, auto mechanics, auto technicians, and so forth. This was so highly requested that when it came out, it created quite the buzz. And when we develop a new product, we don't typically want to look at something where we're just a Me Too product. We want to bring something to market that is truly innovative, truly unique, and something that we don't see from a competitive standpoint. And when we were designing this product and talking about it, it really stemmed from the idea where we took our traditional Cobra, one of our most popular items, and the idea was if we could take this and just rotate or turn the head and open it up and make a slip joint look to it with some different features to it, then we would have a very successful product based on what we knew from our push button Cobra. So the research and development team went back and really started to take that idea and play with it a little bit, and they were able to do that and really put in 3 very unique and different features into one tool or into one plier. So it's more than just a slip joint plier. We've combined some very innovative features on the tool. One of the most important elements is the fact that it's adjustable by a push button. And our Cobra is known for that. It's very easy to use, and you can have 5 different positions and therefore have the tool fit the application in a wide range from all the way up to 7/8 inch capacity. The reason we can do that is because it has a box joint, and that box joint gives the product a lot more stability. When we were doing our research and we looked at other types of slip joint pliers, one of the common themes was that the plier would be loose and the joint would be very slippage, and therefore create sort of a non-trust of how it's going to work, will it hold up, and so forth. So by putting a box joint on there and having that push button adjustment, we've created a great tool in terms of ease of use and ability to grip and adjust. The other features we really wanted to concentrate on came from, again, from our Cobra, was it's known for its gripping capabilities. On that pump plier, for example, if you put it on a pipe and grip down on it, you literally could stand on that and know with confidence that it won't slip. So we put that into the slip joint plier, or what we call our TwinGrip, and that jaw design allows you to grab round, square, and hex objects. The teeth are induction hardened, so they actually bite and grip into things, and they typically aren't going to roll over, chip off, or break. So we're known for gripping capabilities. We wanted to incorporate that same feature and benefit that we have on the Cobra and roll that into our TwinGrip. The other feature we wanted to try to incorporate was there was a lot of asks and a lot of information about, how do you grab rounded out bolts or screws in tight places and so forth. And so we were able to put a unique jaw configuration of how it's designed for us so that you can really go right down onto a screw and grab a rounded out screw or a rounded object and have a gripping capability on that as well. So we really played with all these different features. We were able to incorporate that into one tool and really take what we thought of as a slip joint plier, but bring something completely innovative to the market and something different, which really falls with the way we think about product development and product research.
Great, great. Okay, so as you know, our readers of PTEN are all automotive technicians and shop owners. So can you guys tell me a little bit more about how the TwinGrip pliers can really make the lives of technicians, automotive technicians, easier and help them increase their productivity?
Sure. Well, probably the easiest thing to do is to show you a little demo piece that we have. I'm going to switch the camera here so you can actually look down at the tool. So hang on one second.
Sure.
So this is, as we pointed out, this is the TwinGrip. And what we usually try to do is start from the front. And Todd already covered a lot of the key features. So I'll cover a couple of the other key features, but I'll also show you an application on how to actually use the tool, which I think is a little bit easier to understand when you see it visually. Okay. Starting from the front, like Todd said, there's two areas. There's the front gripping area, right? There's the front gripping area for the nose. You see how it's kind of rounded out in the front right there? That's key for getting right around stripped screw heads. And I'll show you that in a second. The other key area is this one in here. This is the side gripping area right here. The key feature is the teeth on the upper portion of the jaw, they face this way. The teeth on the lower portion face the opposite way. So as Todd mentioned before, to get a good bite like on a piece of pipe, the top will dig in and the bottom will dig in the more I push on the tool. The feature that we really like to focus on the most is this push button. If you look at a traditional slip joint pliers, which just about everybody has in the tool drawer at home, in an old toolbox in the garage or in their back pocket, it just has two settings to it. So you have to move the tool between the two slip joints, hence the name slip joint. Doesn't give you a lot of versatility. You either basically have two settings to set the tool on. We have a push button, a lot easier to use, and you get 5 adjustment positions with our tool versus a traditional slip joint pliers, okay? So let me show you a couple of things here real quick. Like these screws here, we have a demo piece that we came up with specifically for this tool. As you can see, the head of the screw is rounded out. Typically, this is this is kind of a nightmare to try to get a stripped screw out because you can't get the same screw head in there. So if you stripped out a Phillips screw, you really can't get a Phillips back in there. So you end up either having to cut the screw off, get some other device to try to grab onto it. But with our tool, the beauty of it, and I'll show you on this one here, the beauty of it is I can actually grab onto the side. And I'll tilt it a little bit to the side so you can see it right there. Okay, so I can actually grab onto the whole stripped screw and loosen and get rid of and take the screw out. Okay. The same applies to the side. We purposely stripped out the sides of these bolts. They're supposed to have nice flat points to them. Flat sides and points to them for the hex, but we purposely stripped them out to show you. Once I do adjust the push button on this, I can actually grab onto the screw, and I have at least 3 points of contact to grab onto the bolt rather, and the fastener. Okay. So key features that we like to focus on, like Todd mentioned before, there's a box joint design which keeps it a lot more stable. And the other key feature with this tool too that we didn't mention is there's a pinch guard that's built into the tool. With all of our tools, we have a pinch guard. So if you ever use a traditional slip joint pliers, one of the most frustrating things is if you slip off of a fastener, and they will slip off of a fastener, excuse me, and you get your finger caught in there, you will pinch your finger.
Right.
One other feature I want to, or application, you can lay that down, Steve, that I want to bring up, and bring up a good point, Amanda, for technicians in the automotive trade, is obviously they're working in very tight places. So limited access where a tool can go, how they can grip things. So traditionally, if you look at a pump plier and you can see it has an offset on the head, to get it in straight somewhere, you have to rotate the tool in order to be able to move it into tight applications. For us, and one of the big reasons we wanted to come out with a slip joint type plier is it's not an offset access, it's straight. So it's really one of the very first gripping pliers that we have, specifically that's similar to a Cobra, if you will, that's not offset, that gives you a straight head that you can get into very tight spots into an engine compartment and so forth. So it's a very good style gripping plier, more of a generalist gripping plier that we really were lacking in our product offering, and this really solves that need for us.
And the other thing we wanted to point out is we don't really mention it before, but we're going to mention now, is it actually does grab flat material as well. And that's key. That's key for grabbing flat stock. So all I got to do is set it in there, and there's 3 points of contact that I can grab out, and I can show you right here. There's 1, 2, and there's 3 points of contact that run to flat material. not a lot of slip joint pliers. If you try to do that with a traditional slip joint plier, they actually spin the material to the side because it only grabs onto maybe 2 areas, whereas we can grab onto 3 areas.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, wow, that's great. Thank you guys for that demo. I think that really helps kind of, you know, see it in action.
yeah, absolutely. We're like I said, we're really excited about this tool. This is one of the most exciting tool launches I've seen in my career, and it's fascinating to see it from the very beginning all the way to where it is right now.
We really, we knew this was going to be successful. We were very anxious to bring it to market, but the social media reaction and the interest level probably has for sure exceeded our expectations, and so we're really excited about this product offering for sure.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, it's only, you know, been a few weeks and already it's getting a lot of buzz. So I'm sure just as time will go on, it'll become even more of a sensation. So thank you guys so much for taking the time to chat with me today. And yeah, congrats on the already success that you've seen with the TwinGrip pliers.
We thank you for your support and look forward to again seeing you down the road.
Thank you.
Thanks.